Hi, my name is Lindsay Moore, and today I'd like to talk to you about the benefits of getting a running routine and hopefully persuade you guys by the end of this to go ahead and adopt a running routine. And I know that a lot of times at the mention of anybody saying something about running, without a doubt, there's usually the comment that's made about, well, if I'm running, you better run too, because that means something is chasing me. And so I know there's a wide variety of people and their expertise of running or lack of. When I sent the survey out to the class and got your replies back, I know it shared a lot of those same feelings about running. It's a huge variety all over the place. And I just want to let you know that I've been all over the spectrum with my own running as well. Just to share a story, several years ago, I had a family friend reach out. She has 2 boys diagnosed with muscular dystrophy. She asked if I would be one of her sponsors to run in this marathon. And so I told her, just out of whim, I was like, oh, I'll just run it with you. I had never run a marathon before in my entire life. I had never even run more than a 5K, which was just for fun. And it was not competitive at all. It was one of those color runs where they just kind of throw all the bags at you and you wear the little tutus and you just run around and have fun. So I really had to take this serious when I started training for my marathon. And then I did that. The next year I started training again for it. And then after that, life just kind of happened and not consciously, but just kind of stepped away from doing as much running. And I tell you this because I want to share with you that if you have feelings about where to start or what to do, I've been from seeing the benefits of running and then also seeing those benefits dwindle when I'm not doing it as much. So hopefully I'll be able to persuade you guys into seeing all the benefits that are available. And there's so many benefits. On January 6th of this year, a woman named Amber Sayer, who is a fitness and wellness editor, along with Jeff Turbot, who's a health and wellness coach, they wrote an article for the manual which lists all the benefits of running. So I'm not going to be able to get through all of those, but the main ones I wanted to focus on today are the increase in muscle strength that you get, a better mental health, and the physiological improvements that you see just from running. So to start with, the thing that is most visible to us that we can perceive is our muscle strength, our physique, when we start to run and we see the benefits of that. We get the muscle strength from that, and then we also are burning calories when you're running. So when you adopt a routine, you not only are exposing yourself to a good habit, but those habits lead to other good habits. So if you have to run tomorrow or the next day or later that evening, you're going to start thinking about what you're eating, your portion sizes. It's going to start to train your mind to kind of get into a healthier habit. Along with that, it increases your bone density. And like I said, I start there because the first thing we notice are the physical benefits that we get from running. But when you start to see your physical benefits, then you start to increase your self-esteem, which leads into my next topic, which is the better mental health. When your self-esteem starts improving, it just keeps getting better the more you do it. And it doesn't come from just the visual that you get and the gains that you get from there. It comes from goals that you set. So, and for example, if you're setting goals about, I want to be able to run this same course in a shorter amount of time, in 20 minutes versus 30 minutes, you're going to start making progress. And when you see that, it's just going to even more boost your self-esteem, keep with it and feeling better about yourself. So the physical gains equals an increase in self-esteem equals the mental gains that you get. So the other thing that helps with the mental process of running is when you're out there and you're running, you have time to kind of think through things that are going on, any issues or struggles that you have. It gives you time to kind of process those in a healthier way. It's a lot better to try to think about issues or situations you might have at work or home, and I should have said this or I should have said that. It's a lot better to do that while you're out there running than, after you've had several beers, around a campfire, because that never goes well. So it gives you time to do that, and just kind of put in that extra concentration. And just like a little side note on that, Catherine Bass, who owns her own private practice in Hawaii, she wrote an article for the Journal of Learning Disabilities where she talks about the benefits of running programs and how it correlates to those children who it increases their attention span and their impulse control, because it helps them focus more. They get that energy out. So the last mood enhancer that happens is when you exercise or run, it releases endorphins. And I can't help but every time I hear that, I think of that Legally Blonde, where she's sitting in the courtroom and she's defending her client who's on trial for murdering her husband. And so she's trying to say, like, endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't kill their husbands. They just don't. So every time I hear that, I think of that. But endorphins have several benefits physiologically as well, which brings me to my third and last category. When you release those endorphins, it reduces your pain level. And you may be sore after a run, but overall it reduces your pain, which in return also reduces your risk of arthritis. And in addition to some of the other benefits that happen in your body, when you're running, your heart rate increases and makes you sweat. And that also is bringing benefit to your hippocampus. And in another article by contributors of Elsevier, titled "Running is Rewarding and Antidepressant," they talk about the running improvements of the hippocampus, which is responsible for learning and memory. So a lot of people don't know, but when you run, you're exercising your brain as well. And then the other thing that the last part of that category is for the health benefits is, according to WebMD consultants, in June of 2021, an article was written titled "Health Benefits of Running." And it talked about how running just 10 minutes a day can lower your risk of cardiovascular disease. And runners lower their chance of dying by heart disease by half, which is astounding. So just to kind of close all that up, running increases muscle strength, improves mental health, has a lot of physiological benefits. And this is my call to you to go out, establish some type of running routine. And if you don't know where to start, there are so many apps that are available to you. There's ones that are called Couch to 5K, and it's literally people from beginners. You start out running, and then you just work your way up. So you're walking, then jogging, then running. There's so many running groups, Facebook, social media, they all have running groups that you can look up. Even local stores, they have lists of running groups, the gyms around here, so they're really easy to find. Obviously, the other best thing that you can do is find an accountability partner, somebody that wants to take this journey with you, or somebody that has been doing it, because having somebody to go to and ask advice on what you're supposed to be doing and how to be doing it is a great way to do it too. So that wraps up what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Thank you for your time.